Do you want to study the Bible with me this morning? This is actually one of my favorite passages. We're going to read like 18 verses. Can you do that with me? So every time that we're talking about the word, we are doing a little circle, okay? So do the same with me. So in the beginning was the word, circle, and the word was with God, circle, word, underline God. And the word, circle, was God. Interesting. This passage here catches your attention right away is this. First of all, it says, and the word was with God. It kind of gives us a hint of two. Do you agree? But then it says, and the word was God. Oops, it went back to say one. Well, we need to continue reading to understand. Is it two? Is it one? He circled that too, because if you read grammatically, you know that we're talking about the word. So he here is the word. He was in the beginning with God. Again, with this with idea. So he was with God. Is it the same person or is it two? All things were made through him. Circle that again, because now the him is also the word. And without him was not anything made that was made. Wait, is Jesus the creator? Because it says here, all things were made through him. And without him was not anything that was made. In him, circle that again, was life. So it's saying here that him, the word, which is saying is the creator, was life. And the life was the light of man. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. So every time you're talking about the word, circle it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. Now we're talking about John here. He came as a witness to bear witness about the light, that all might believe through him. Him here is John. People would believe in a light, in a word, because of John. He was not the light, no, John was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. So he came to show the light. The true light, now it's the word and the him that we were talking about before. The true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He, circle that again, was in the world, and the world was made through him. So the word is the creator. Yet the world did not recognize him. Circle that again. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. But to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Oh, this part here, just giving the right to become children of God, this is so powerful when we understand the history of how the Greco-Roman world understood becoming a child. Back then, adoption was something really special. Today, adoption sometimes has like a negative connotation because it's like you were rejected or you lost your parents. You had something negative that happened to you, then somebody adopts you, which is still beautiful. But back then was even greater in the sense of when a child was born, they had very little, still negative too, but they had very little respect for children and women. And a lot of times a woman would get pregnant and they would put the child in the middle of this area. And if the father, who was the actual father, most of the time the biological father, had to actually adopt the child in the sense of, I will accept that as my child. Isn't that mind-blowing? And only when the father, who most of the time was the biological father, said, okay, I will recognize this as my child, and basically adopted, that's the time that they actually had recognition that they were actually the child. And so when it says here that he, Jesus Christ, gave the right to become children of God. So we are all creatures of God, but it's through Jesus that it gives us legitimacy to actually be called children of God. Continue, now I'm in verse 12. who were born not of blood, not of the will of the flesh, not of the will of man, but of God. Oh, it's so beautiful. Underline God. Circle everything that talks about the Word. 14. And the Word, now it's explicit here. I love this verse. And the Word became flesh. Who became flesh? Who is it that came to this earth and became flesh? That's Jesus. So here it's explicit, it's clear. Jesus is the Word. And if you connect it to everything else before, Jesus is the actual creator. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. 15. John bore witness about him and cried out, "This was he of whom I have said, he who comes after me ranks before me, because he was before me. For from his fullness we all receive grace upon grace. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth come through Jesus." Now is the first time that says, that the Word that became flesh, it's Jesus. Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen the Father. The only God, look at this. Remember that I was talking about the 1 and 2? Here it's more explicit. We see a separation between Father and Son. How do we understand that? It's kind of hard, and we would need to have another Bible study, but there's other Bible verses that show that the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit are 3 separate entities of one nature. Mind-blowing. A lot of information. We will do another study about that. But let's do it again. 18. No one has ever seen God. The only God who is at the Father's side, he has made him known. So the only one that we have actually had physical contact for, like people of the Bible time, or any time that has appeared in vision or voice, every time has always been Jesus Christ. Isn't this exciting? I love Bible study. Do you want to study with me? I'm studying Bible study. Very soon, we're going to do something very different. It's going to be a 21 days straight to help us create a habit. So 21 days, introduction of the Bible. We're going to have history, we're going to have doctrines, and you're going to come out there with tools for you to know how to study the Bible for yourself. I hope I see you there.